therapist, unlike most, you love me, my go-to. Levitain blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tedero, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip, blick at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss, Rich took his check out. We talking start like ball high, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike. I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl. She musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. These women love me. Bro, they trying to me. That's the wrong way to ruin me. Back your buddy if he get lucky. It'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me. I can turn auntie into a. I'm in that S5 facing cause I can't name that. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control it.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And front and center is Tucker Kraft. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Commanders and the Giants, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games. Last week, so many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. If this thing's within one score, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Shakir.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You think back to last really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
Here's 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That's to Kraft, the tight end downfield. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every...
A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Give them 14 on that one. First down, Giants. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
He'll go right and find his running back. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Next to score, Giants 7, Commanders nothing.
(7-0) is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw here is complete. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 5.
Number 28, he was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll throw out of the gun. Got a man. It's that rookie 3rd-round pick. That catch number 40 on the season for him. A handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Slot receiver, headed right. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. No issues there. This one is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion, Shakir. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Again, he finds an opening. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
We are through one. It's the Giants leading this one early. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one?
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get back at it. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A throw on the move is caught. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
You got to find a happy medium as a quarterback between knowing when to extend the play and just knowing when to go down. In this case, the defensive tackle gets there in a hurry. He puts an end to this play before it even gets started.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now a give on the ground. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage. And that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He'll try to run for it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. He runs with it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Now they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, right side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Commanders will get out in front 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. The pressure all over him. He goes down again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll send a tight end in motion. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
So we've hit halftime here in the home team. The Commanders are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Zay Flowers, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bryce Young, 2 touchdown passes thus far.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Now a run on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have A flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Slot man in motion right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got room to roam.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. No problem there on the extra point, and the Commanders up their lead. It's now 24-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He's looking deep for Shakir. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now a give up the middle, and he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ground they go. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. They're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Giants has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. A run now on 2nd down. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly, realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket, decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Right back to the fullback. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's given the in this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground.
The ball carried by number 28.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Quick throw, taken in. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
2nd and 7. They'll stick with him again. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Back to the ground after the penalty. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Another carry for the running back. Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Commanders about to send this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taking off, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
He'll take off again. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass complete to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A tight end in motion now. On third down, they'll try to get it on the ground.
The running back is in the ball carrier. Tyler Newman on the stop. A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is brought in. And he will score. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. Inside the 40.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tight end on the move left. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now a give on the ground. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. 1:54 to go. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Handoff here, up the middle, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.